Today I'll be sharing the exact tips and advice that exploded the growth of my quads. If only I had known this advice from day one, my legs would have progressed a lot sooner. So in saying that, I invite you to sit down with me, watch this video from start to finish, and invest just 8 minutes into yourself this week instead of scrolling your life away on TikTok. I guarantee it's going to be well worth the watch. First of all, let me address the title about no squats. Believe it or not, the conventional barbell squat hasn't been in my training routine for over 8 years. This is an amazing exercise, no doubt. Don't allow anyone to tell you otherwise. But barbell squats are definitely not needed or required in order to build massive legs. Some of the main reasons I don't do this exercise is due to the amount of secondary muscles that are involved in this exercise, how unnatural it feels in my wrists and shoulders, but also because my C7 vertebrae, which I'll have on screen now, sticks out a lot more than what is typical, making the overall experience of performing a barbell squat very uncomfortable. Outside of demonstrating this exercise to my clients, and to you guys literally for this video, I don't ever do this exercise. So if you're in the same boat as me, or just simply don't like doing this exercise, there's no need to stress because you aren't missing out on any gains. This ties us right into the first point, which is using machine and plate-loaded compound exercises for your legs. Most leg day exercises that aren't isolations target your quads, glutes, and hamstrings, among other muscles, in that exact order. So there really isn't much of a difference when we compare a plate-loaded leg press, for example, to a barbell squat. A leg press keeps the weight consistently in your quads and legs. They are much easier to set up and to dismount, which also allows you to lift a lot more weight safely. This can't be said about a barbell squat though, unless you're an intermediate to advanced athlete. Another exercise that I highly recommend you do is the plate-loaded hack squat. This places most of the weight on your quads, forcing them to do the majority of the lifting. No squat has ever come close to the feeling and soreness I feel in my quads, even after just one set of this exercise. I must admit, however, that I wouldn't program this exercise for beginners, since they would literally be crawling around for one whole week. Plus, the platform alone is usually too heavy. I would recommend those of you who are just starting out and have been training in the gym for less than 1 year to use the machine leg press instead of the hack squat. It's very forgiving, straightforward to use, beginner friendly, and you'll see a lot of gains before having to progress off of this exercise. Next up is what I consider to be absolutely essential in everyone's training routines, helping me build massive quads and strength in my legs: lunges, split squats, and any other variations of these exercises. A top tier example that has been in my leg days since 2014 is the walking dumbbell lunges. This is one of the most functional exercises in the gym that will benefit every aspect of your life. Your quads are the main muscles trained throughout the exercise, as well as your glutes, of course. Dumbbell static lunges are some other top tier examples. The version you see on screen is my favorite, called the elevated static lunge, where your front foot is on top of something, which places extra emphasis on your quads. By the way, you can do lunges and split squats with barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, and even medicine balls. But since I run into the same issues that I spoke about with barbell squats, dumbbells and kettlebells will always be my preference. Again, I recommend those of you that are just starting out and have been training for less than 1 year to do a single leg machine leg press. Lunges are very unforgiving. There's a long list of technique cues that you need to practice, and if you make one mistake, you're going to lose balance. That's why these are perfect, and I actually still do these till today. I think they're amazing, especially for beginners, and it doesn't get enough credit. The next point is using isolation exercises and mind to muscle contraction. When talking about isolations for your quads, the first thing that comes to mind are leg extensions. These will literally only train the 4 muscles in your quads and nothing else. So it goes without saying that these have no doubt helped me build thick quads over the past 9 years. If you really want a challenge, then you can also add unilateral leg extensions to your training routine. It's common for everyone to have muscle imbalances, where for example one of your legs may have bigger calves when compared to the other leg. This is also true for our strength. In many exercises, you may notice that one side of your body is more dominant, meaning that it gets a more intense workout and as a result becomes more fatigued. We obviously don't want that for our legs, so incorporating a single leg version of the leg extension will not only train each leg equally, but when using mind to muscle contraction, your quads will literally be forced to do all the lifting. Look, I can make an entire video on the topic of mind to muscle contraction. However, the general idea of this technique is this. Just like I'm able to consciously move each of my fingers individually, we should do the same for our muscles in each exercise. Scientifically and through experience, this has been proven to equal more gains. So I really hope that you learnt something from today's video and can apply it to your own training. Comment below if you found this helpful and I'll make more coaching videos like this one. Finally, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, you can find the links to my website down in the description below. While you're there, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and slap the subscribe button for a yearly supply of gains. For more videos like this one, you can find them right here.